Okay, I've got 3 more petals made, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do what I told you before. I'm going to go to this corner over here so that I have 4 petals, and I can see already it's not quite to the corners. It's a little, you can adjust as you need to. Okay, and I've got my open fold going this way, so my petal that goes here, that open fold has to face the same direction, and I'm going to stick it right in there opposite this one. So I'm going to go right in there, take my zip tie, make sure that I have that flat end where it needs to, you know, facing the right way. And I'm going to take it and go ahead and get it locked. Put my petal in there and just kind of work it in. Sometimes you just have to kind of hold it in place and zip tie it, and then okay. All right, now we're gonna take it now. We're gonna kind of spread it a little bit like this, and those the other 2 petals that we add are gonna go, as you can probably tell, where they're gonna go, right here and right here. And now, here's my raw edge on this petal. Here's this folded, you know, it's finished edges. I'm gonna make these eventually where this side overlaps the raw. Okay, and it'll work out that way all the way around. Let's go ahead and put this petal in, though. If we may need to adjust here. Okay, let's get a zip tie. We're gonna go right in here. Let's go up one more. Here we go. Want that fold, this open edge to go the same way as this one. Stick it right in there. And this is going to go, this is going to go over this raw edge. It's going to go over it. Okay, and you can see with this one, it's going over this raw edge. And it'll be that way all the way around. Okay, see how we're almost there. One more. And of course it's gonna go right here. Easy peasy. There's my open. So my open's got to go this way. It's going to go right in here. I'm going to pull that tail in there. Pull this tight. And we have a daffodil. There we go. And again, you're gonna shift things around a little bit. You may even have to undo a zip tie or two to get it the way you want. But you can see that's what we've got so far. It needs more orange. Look at all this open area right here. We've got to cover that up. So let's make some more orange and put that in there, and I'll be back. Okay, I've got 3 daffodils made, each with 6 petals and the orange centers. And I have taken and added just a touch of hot glue, and I can see where I missed one. To keep, and I didn't glue the top petal. I just put a dab of glue on the bottom so that this one covers up that raw edge of the one behind it. Okay, I did that on each of these. I'm going to take my triangle board and let's see. Okay, figure out which is the front and which is the back, and kind of get an idea of where I want my flowers. These are awful big. When I wanted to do this, I wanted my flowers to be smaller, but this is about as small as I could figure out how to get them. So anyway, I'm going to put them like something like this, maybe. I don't want them to be like a perfect triangle. Maybe like this, and angle them like that. But I'm going to go ahead and start putting some leaves on, and then I'll place my flowers. And I'm going to take, I've taken my green poly burlap, and I wood burned it into 10 by 10 inch pieces. I'm going to take it, I've got my finished edges on the right and left, and I'm going to take it into a diamond. We're just going to do regular leaves. I'm just going to gather it right up like that. And this is the same way you do your angel wings. And I'm going to gather it like this, like that. And I'm going to grab it, take a zip tie, and I'm going to go right up here at the top. Now, leaf placement is it's not an optional thing, but it's a matter of just where it's just where you want them. And the color and all that good stuff. It's totally up to you. It's a preference thing and a design thing. So anyway, put that right there like that. And I like them going kind of cockeyed. I'll take a darker green this time. I'm going to fold it the exact same way. And I just gathered it right up the center. And take another zip tie, and I'm going to go right here. Go. I think I'm going to pull that up. Now, if you wanted to, you could use real greenery in this too. Put in some, some silk or some plastic, I guess. I'm not one for plastic, but the new rubber-like leaves and flowers, you could use that in with this too if you wanted to. My preference though with the mesh flowers is to use mesh leaves. So anyway, that's just my preference. I think I'm gonna go. I don't know where I'm gonna go. Maybe I better I'm gonna clip this and let it hold its shape that way. And let's see about putting a blossom up here. Yeah, we're gonna be attaching the plastic canvas. So I'm going to take this and I'm gonna go right here. And take a corner or whatever. I said that I'm going to do that. Let's see here. I'm going to have to go down in one of the holes in the plastic canvas, down into a hole on the board, and up on the board. If I can find the hole, let's see. There we go. And then up through, let's see, where am I? Okay. Up through the plastic canvas. And can't see. There we go. And zip tie that. It's awkward. I have to tell you. It is awkward working with it. Okay. All right, now I've got my plastic canvas now zip tied in place. And so far, this is what we got. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go to this corner. Can you see right here? My canvas has come down like this. There's two holes right there. So I think I'm going to go in with a zip tie right there and get this canvas locked down. So I'm going to go in right there. Excuse me. And up. You can't, I wasn't even in camera view. What was I? Am I now? Yes. Okay. Gonna get that locked into place. Okay. I've got one flower on my board along with a few leaves. So far, this is what it looks like. All right. Now I want more leaves, so let's go ahead. Now we've got this one made. Let's do something right over in here. Now, right now, I see an issue at the tip over here on the back. I've got plastic canvas coming off the board. I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna trim that. It's nothing's attached to it. It's just gonna make it look a little neater from the back side. Okay. Do the same on this side. There. Now then, looks a little bit better. So, we're going to take a zip tie. I'm out of breath again, y'all. I'm so sorry. And I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go right. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going through the plastic canvas, and there's a hole right there in the board. Right there. I'm going to come back up, and that's also going to go right back through that plastic canvas because I can see it. I can see it right there. And I'm going to put these leaves in there. There we go. And that's what we have so far. And as you can see, we're going to eventually need some over on this side. So let's go ahead and I guess we'll add another of the darker green on that other side. I'm sorry, I keep getting out of camera view. Right in. I want it right in here. So I'm going to have to go in. I'm going to go down. There we go. What do you know? I made it through the hole the first time. Okay, and back up right through here. Again, I'm in the plastic canvas. And you don't have to be, but it just, you know, it just so happened it worked out that way. Put this right in here. I think I want it to go this way. Go. And look how what starts to happen, and I don't really understand why, something to do just with the tightness of the plastic, I guess. The petals are starting to pull up like a flower is supposed to. So that's good. You want that. So anyway, that's what we've got so far. Let's put on another flower. And we're going to want it to go somewhere over in here. Actually, yeah. No, let's put a leaf on. Let's put a leaf right in here and get that kind of in place. And I think everybody does their leaves differently. You watch people do it, and you do it like they do, and then you kind of eventually do it the way that you want. And I always flip mine over for some reason. There we go. It's kind of a sloppy looking leaf. I'm going to put it right, can you see? I'm going to put it right here in the center, I think. If I put it right there, it's going to cover that up. Maybe I need to come down here. Let's see what happens if I come down here. Yeah, that's better. And I can kind of manipulate. Maybe I need to do it like this. I think I will. Take another light green. See, even when I wood burn, I hate frays. you still end up with frays. So it's nice to have those scissors or your, there's another one, your rotary cutter handy. I don't want that up there. Hold that in place. Like, maybe right in here. I don't know if you can see. Right there. Let's go in right there. Make sure my zip ties go in the right direction. Laura Grisham. All right. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put that, I'm going to do it this way. Okay. Now, let's figure out where we're going to put this flower. Right about there. And I'm gonna come down here at the bottom where my fingers are, and I'm looking to see how this hits the holes. I want it up a little bit more. I think it's gonna be best to go in, whoops, right under here. These holes right here. Whoops, can't see. Right here. I don't know what row that is. 1, 2, 3 up from the bottom. Oh my goodness. Okay. Pull that up. I apologize, y'all. I'm trying so hard to keep it in camera, and I can't get my zip tie going the right direction. So let's try this again. We're going to row up to the 3rd row, and I'm going to go right here. I say I am. I can't, for some reason I can't think straight. Let's see. Let's try this again. I'm going to go down. Right there. And up. See where I am. Okay, I think I got it. All right, and I think I got my zip tie going the right direction this time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. I've got one corner in place, and I can kind of turn this a little bit. That looks good. Placement. I want to make sure I get that canvas down. So I'm going to go up here to this up in here, I see holes right there. So I'm going to use them. I'm going to go down my plastic canvas, down into the board. Again, I'm not saying this is easy. It's awkward is the word for it. Making the flowers is fairly easy, but this can be a little bit challenging on your nerves to try to get things, especially trying to keep it in camera for you guys. It's hard. Here we go. Get that zip tied in there. And now my second flower is on the board. Yay! Let's see if I need to put it. I'm gonna see how this is flopping up. So I need to put a zip tie over here. I think I'm gonna go right here. There's two holes. Again, we're on 1, 2, 3. We're on row 4. I'm gonna go up at the very end, right? I'm gonna go up the very end right here. Actually, I'm gonna have to go this way. There we go. And up. Is that gonna work? Did I go? No, I didn't go. It's got to go further out. And I did all that, and I had my zip tie going the wrong direction. Oh my goodness gracious. If I cussed, that would be a time I'd be cussing. But I don't cuss. Okay. We're going to try this again. We're going to go up. I got my flat side going the right direction this time. And I'm going to come up through that grid. Now then, I got it this time. We're going to go right through there and tighten it down. Now then, my flower is secure. Tain't going nowhere. Now, and this time I don't have any plastic grid coming over the edge. Now, you know, I don't like the way that looks. I don't like the way that this is kind of flopping up. So I think, as difficult as it's going to be, I'm going to add another zip tie on that plastic grid. And I'm going up to, let's see, that's row 1, 2, 3. We're on row 4. We're going to go to row 5. Further in. Let's see if I can. You guys might not be able to see this. Here we go. We can go down and up right here. Okay. Now then, this flower is not going anywhere. It is on there. Woohoo! Okay. 2 flowers on with leaves. Okay. I want that leaf to be right in there. Looks like we need some leaves here, and we'll probably put some right in here too. I don't know. I want it to be artistic looking. I don't want, you know, it to look planned as far as where leaves and stuff go. All right, I'm going to make another set of leaves here. And we're going to put them right in here. Maybe right there on 2, 3, 4 on row 5. One more time. This is just my placement. When you make your own, when you put your leaves on, and your flowers, it's a matter of just where you happen to put stuff. I mean, you just there's no specific right way or wrong way to put your leaves, or where they are, or your flowers for that matter. You just start putting stuff together, y'all, and let it design itself. Okay, and this is what we've got so far. It's getting kind of big. Where are we going to put this last flower? It's going to go right here. And I want that leaf to come up here. And this is going to go right here. Like that. So, I'm going to start down here on... we'll get this camera thing going here. Right. I'm going to start down on row 1, and right here on the very end, and get that mounted on. Turn this and come on over here. Also on row 1, this is what we're looking at on the back. See how I can sort of angle this, but I'm going to go in right here. You can see this can get kind of, like I said, it gets kind of awkward. There we go. Now, please, zip tie, be going in the right direction. And I'm going to come up. If I can get that to go through. There's a lot of stuff in there. There we go. Now I get to go and see if I can find it. Okay. We're going to take that. And zip it down. Yay! Flower number 3 on the board. We're getting there. Okay, I can see right now I need to do something with this. See how I got to get it down. I'm going to get this leaf out of the way, and I'm going to mount it. I get row 3. Right through that canvas. I'm going to go to that second hole if I can get to it. I can't get straight down into it. Let's see. I wonder, I think I'm going to do this, y'all, and I don't know if I've ever done this way. But I'm going to go in backwards and do it like that. How much easier was that? There we go. And so it's on the back there instead of on the front. Won't hurt a thing. Doesn't change the design. I've got a little plastic overhang here, but I'm not sure if I want to trim that yet. Not yet anyway, because my leaves will probably cover it up. All right, that one's in place. It's pretty sturdy. And look how, I don't know if you can tell, the petals are see how they're coming up like that? I like that. I like that a lot. All right. Now, I got to add some more leaves. I'm going to go with the lighter green. Actually, I got to go with a dark green on the opposite side. Keep moving my camera. I hope you guys aren't getting sick. Motion sickness. Needs to go right in here. I think I'm going to go right there. You can't even see. I'm on row 3 again. At the bottom. Turn my zip tie the right way. I'm going right here on the end. Right here on the end. Let's see. As you can tell, I am not a professional. All right. There we go. Got some leaves. This is a big wreath, y'all. Let's get some light green in there. Ooh, this one's kind of whopper jawed. Here we go. That's better. I guess I was the one that was whopper jawed. All right. I'm going to flip this one over and do it this way this time. And put these row, it's like row 2. Right here. I hope y'all do better than I do most of the time. I usually get my zip ties going in the right direction, but this particular batch of zip ties, for some reason, I get backwards or confused with the head of them. It's not, the flat side is not as obvious, I guess. I know that sounds really weird. How can the flat side not be obvious? But it's not, I don't know. It's been harder for me to get it right. All right. That's looking pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Looks like I need one more something right there. I think I'm going to go with the lighter green again. And yeah, I think I'm going to go with the lighter green again. I like this green. It reminds me of spring. You know how when the leaves start coming out, it's like they're a lime green or something. And as the season wears on, that the leaves, they darken, and I like that bright springy lime green. I think it's pretty. Kind of like it. Let's see here. This is gonna have to come up. I'm gonna go to row 2, right in here. I'm gonna put these. I am flipping this wreath all over the place. Okay, look, there's a string. Get that thing off. Okay. That noise that you hear in the background is Bob. Bob is our pet name for our robot vacuum cleaner. And he is in here cleaning. So, that's what that noise is that you're hearing. Here we go. All right. Let's, that's what we've got. Okay. I've got to make some stems. I don't know if you've done that before. So easy. All you do, take your mesh, your 10 by 10. If you've got them cut, you can cut them longer. That's good. But you're just going to take a corner and start rolling it up. And kind of want to hang on to the ends so that they stay rolled up. And I kind of like to stretch it a little bit. Okay. Just like that. Now, that's a long stem. So what I'm going to do is, first off, I'm going to take a little hot glue. And I'm going to put a little bit right there on the corner and get that down right there. Just to kind of help hold it in place. And I'm going to fold this. I'm not going to fold it even. I'm going to fold it like that, where it's uneven. I think. Those stems, I don't know, that's really not long enough. Maybe I need to do it like that. Yeah. I'm not going to use the whole, I'm not going to double it. A lot of times, like for my rose bouquet, you can fold it in half like that, and you've got 2 stems, like for 2 flowers. I've got 3 flowers, so I only need 3 stems. But these are too short. So I'm going to pull this up. And I think what I'm going to do is put a rubber band or something around that. And to hold it. I'm winging it, y'all. Okay. And I can always cut this off if I want to. Okay. I'm going to grab my board. And right in here in the center, I'm going to put my first little stem. I think I want to turn that over. I've got the rough side showing on the top, so kind of I'm going to tug this a little bit. There we go. I see some rough stuff hanging right there. I'm going to cut that off. I don't like it. There we go. Now I have a stem on. Now, again, this is a big wreath, y'all. So, just warning you, it's a big wreath. That was a dark green. I'm going to take, this is my last piece of this lime, this beautiful lime green. Spring green. Let's make a stem. I'm going to take it. It's curling up really well, isn't it? I'm going to start rolling this up. Right here on the ends. Carefully letting it fatten out a little bit. Stretching it. Take a little hot glue. All right. And we're going to stick a stem right here beside this one. Right here. Actually, I'm going to go right here. Well, if I put it, see, if I fold this like that, if I put this one right, yeah, it's close enough. If I do it right here, I'm going to go right here beside it. I'm not going to do a shared hole. I'm going to give it its own little spot. Fold it down. Actually, I'm going to cut some of that off. And stick that in here. And one more stem. Bob has left the room. It's a good thing. He gets some of the mesh strings in his wheels, and he gets all upset, as does my husband. So Bob needs to stay out of here. I'm going to trim this, fold it under, making sure, see this tip right here, I want that to be on the, the top facing out. I've used a ton of zip ties. I'm going to go, actually, I think I'm going to go right here between the two and use a, right here, between the, like, shared holes. Excuse me. Poke that right up in there. Oh, Laura. I don't know if I put them in wrong or if they get twisted. But I'm telling you, I've had a time with these particular zip ties. Never had that problem before. I think I want that one just a little bit longer. Okay. Now then, I like that. I don't think I want, I don't know. Maybe some leaves right here. I think maybe let's put them on there, and then if it's too much, then I can just always take them off. Let's see what it looks like. I'll clip that real quick. Get my zip tie in the board, and it would go right in here. Row 2. You can't see a thing, can you guys? There we go. Coming through the bottom, right? Right here. And then up. Right there. Coming through the plastic canvas. And we're going to take this one, and I'm going to flip it over and do it like this. My first daffodil my first daffodil bouquet left the house yesterday, and the customer let me know her husband absolutely adored it. So I'm pleased with that. We'll see how long this one lasts. Hopefully not very long. Okay. Y'all tell I'm getting tired. It's called being sick all the time forever, and running fever makes you tired. Okay. Yeah, that looks more balanced. Much more balanced. Let's turn, I'm going to turn this. There you go. Now you can see. You can see, I think you can see the whole thing. Yeah. I've got this huge wreath, this bouquet of daffodils. Now, you can add a bow or not. I kind of like it without, but most people want a bow. So, I think I have this pretty green plaid with navy and turquoise and a little white. I think I'm going to play with this along with maybe some navy, and let's see what I can come up with, and I'll be back. This is the final product. I removed the large bow that I had on there and put a smaller bow, just one ribbon, a 1.5 inch wide ribbon. I wanted the stems to show, to make it look more like a bouquet. I'm happy with it. It's got the 3 large blooms, as you can see, and the orange, it did really well as far as the way it stood up, like I told you that it would. I've cut most of the strings. There's a few strings, but you can see that the petals of the flowers have started to come up like a regular flower does. And I think that the leaves pretty much cover the board. I'll go ahead and show you what I did on the back. I instead of using what I normally use is a zip tie, but I put a piece of ribbon back there. It wasn't laying flat because it's heavy on the bottom since most of the weight is down there. But this is what the back looks like. Let's turn it back around and hang it back up. And the bottom looks like this. There's the bow, and you can see the stems. Anyway, I'm pleased. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and please leave remarks. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.